Welcome to Publisher Spotlight and to our NCSS booth. We're so delighted to see you today. I wish we could see you in person so that we could really talk about the books together and find out what you're interested in. But if you're looking for books that make history come alive, we've got some ones you should really pay attention to. First up, from Holiday House's new graphic imprint, Pixel Ink, we have A History of the World in Comics. And this is actually natural history, but I wanted you to be aware of the fact that they are doing these books, and they have some amazing graphic nonfiction in there. So this is A History of the World in Comics. This is about the natural history, so it does include Darwin and the theory of evolution and things like that. And that is from Pixel Ink, which is from Holiday House. Next up, A History of Music. How much fun is this? And this is from What on Earth Books, and it is in that amazing graphic format where it is a timeline that folds out. And I don't have enough arms to make this come out, but you can see that it is many, many, many pages. This is something you could actually mount on a wall in a classroom, but perfect for independent learning. And it's a way for kids to find the thing that really interests them and dive in deep. So, and it does have a very specific mission to cover music from all over the world, not just from Western cultures. So look for that there. And Abrams is great. They're bringing this new Creepy and True series. So please check this out. Mummies Exposed. They also have Ghosts Unveiled. So if you're looking for books for kids that will really grab them and hold them and keep their interest, well, you can't do better than these. So these have a lot of illustrations. And they are disgusting and gross, which is what a lot of kids really like. So Creepy and True. So that's back in ancient times. Moving up in history a little bit, we have the Constitution Decoded. I hope you'll take a chance to watch the interview with Katie Kennedy that I did, where she talks about how she went about making this book. It is full of really useful information presented in a very graphic format. So it has lots of points of entry for those reluctant readers, and frankly, it's just really fun to read. So we also, while we're talking about American history, just want to remind you about we have everything you need to know about American history. There's also a volume on world history. So these are from Workman, and they are wonderful. And I remember vividly a past NCSS where people ran to the booth because we were giving some of those away for free. So you can still get them, and they even have some more volumes coming up. Let's talk about spies, shall we? Because there's nothing that gets kids more interested in history than talking about spies. George Washington's spy master. Now here's some people you may not have realized were spies during World War II. So this is a wonderful volume, and it's from Holiday House, and it has lots of illustrations of ways they communicated, really easy to read, and just full of great information. Speaking of World War II, let's talk about Ara Sendler. So Ara is not a very well-known figure in history, although she's getting more and more known. And Ara saved thousands of Jewish children during the Holocaust in Poland. She was in Poland. So this is a 3-volume graphic nonfiction biography of Ara Sendler. And again, the illustrations are amazing and beautiful and really draw you in and tell you the story of this remarkable woman and the impact she had on so many lives. Moving forward in history a little bit, let's talk about Vietnam. So this is a combination of 2 books that have come up before about a Vietnam War orphan's experience. So this is her experience initially when she was saved and how she was transported, and then her early life in the U.S. So it's an immigration story from the fairly recent past that, as we're talking more and more about refugees and immigration stories from around the world, this can be very, very compelling. And finally, this is a new volume from Agnes and Aubrey. You may not be familiar with this publisher. They just came to the U.S. this season. And it is run by Mary Richards, who was the publications director of the Tate Museum in London. And this is a way that you can really engage with museums. Now you're thinking, why? I don't want to go to a museum right now, but so many of them have virtual tours. And this is great for independent learning. So if you have somebody who is at home and they just need something new to get working on, it's a guided journal, and it also has a lot of information about how museums are actually set up and arranged and how you can encounter them. So these are just a few of the books we have on our booth for how to make history come alive. Please check out our Pinterest board to see even more. Thank you so much for visiting, and also we have so many downloads, so I hope you'll check out some of our digital giveaways. Have a great day.